Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the runner build. We showed these last time in the end of the video, but these were the runner wheels that were painted blue. We went polished. We got a bunch of polished bits actually, and we started assembling them on the frames. Polished forks are now on the frame, and the frame, the handlebars, everything's kind of looking complete. We just rebuilt those forks completely, putting new seals, dust covers, all the bits in there, new fork oil because those were blown out and leaking. Those are the stock forks and we just rebuilt them. That's right, we completely rebuilt these forks. Last time you saw we got them polished, so we had to strip them down anyways, but we had brand new fork seals and everything we needed to do so. So we drained everything out of there, tossed some new fork seals into there, and reassembled everything back together. We also had brand new dust covers and all the little bits you need to make these things completely freshened up. So sliding our shaft back in there, tighten it back down, and fill these up with some new fork oil. These are going to be fresh as can be. Supposedly these stock forks are pretty good. Seaback forks, I believe they're called. And we had the brand new logos to make those even look brand new. Look how good these forks look now. We have the whole front end dialed with our Stage 6 needle bearing headset. Everything on the runner is coming along so good. Hopefully they last, hopefully they work good. We'll see. A lot of people say those are pretty good. We will have a few things to do in this video, and right now I'm about to throw the tires here on these wheels. Now these are some Michelin City Grips. I wasn't too stoked on the way these tires look. They look decent in my opinion. These were the highest speed rating tires I can find for the 12 and 13 inch wheels. Basically we are good up to 111 miles per hour with these tires, which should be basically probably exactly what we're going to be on this runner. We also have fresh wheel bearings and all the little bits that we need to assemble the front end. The motor assembled and the front end assembled, and kind of get this thing as like a rolling chassis here. All right, well, our beautiful polished wheels now have rubber on them, as you can tell. We got our City Grip Michelin tires on here. They look pretty good. And before someone comments saying we have this one on backwards, it's labeled for the front tire to go backwards. You can notice a difference on tires that are designed to do that. On when you're riding, the handlebars will want to walk themselves when you have the tire the wrong way. So some tires are specific to have the front wheel backwards. And our beautiful motor is sitting here on the workbench. We have a bunch of CVT goodies here to now install on our motor. Talking with my boys at PM Tuning, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a mod here to prevent any damage to our exhaust. I have seen a couple people leave comments regarding this PM Tuning exhaust and saying that there's problems with these snapping at the header. Maybe that was an issue before, I'm not too sure, but it looks like mine has a big gusset wrapping around the header here, and the header itself looks very, very durable. He mentioned an issue that we need to take care of on our frame that maybe a lot of people miss out on doing, and that's the problem that they have. Exhaust, you actually need to trim away at your engine mount right here a little bit to prevent the header from rattling against this, because rattling against this would obviously eventually cause some damage to your exhaust and or crack. So we need to do that right now. We have our bike mounted up how I found it best to get this ready for the motor. Grind down just a little bit to make it where that exhaust clears a little bit better. So now touch that up with some Steal It paint. We'll be good to go right there. Over here, we took apart our hub and our disc, wire wheeled the hub. I was gonna actually paint it with Steal It first, but then I wire wheeled it and it cleaned up pretty good. Not important enough to pay to get this hand polished. Took a Scotch-Brite, cleaned up our inner part of our disc here to make shine. I have the shock back on here. We haven't upgraded the shock yet. We have to upgrade that here before we finish the bike. But for mock-up purposes, we will be using our stock shock and to be able to roll this thing around in the meantime. I'm not sure exactly what shock I will go with for the back, possibly a Milosi, but for meantime, we are running it like this. We are completely just mocking this up, as you can see, and we need to do our calipers. I wasn't sure if I was going to paint these black or what I was going to do with it, but I needed to strip them down and get rid of this red paint regardless. So we used some paint stripper on that, scrubbed these things clean, and the paint came off really nicely actually. All we had to do was pull the pads apart. I wasn't going to fully disassemble these calipers because I don't plan on keeping these forever. We are going to be upgrading these later on. So for now, we just need to make them look a little bit more prettier. So a big update on the runner right now, because as you can tell, we have it back hanging from the ceiling. The wheel is back off the bike, and that is because we came in here to finalize everything to get this rear end assembled, our PM Tuning brakes back here, and our brakes now. So we went through and paint stripped our brake caliper, and I originally thought I was going to paint it black, and then once I hit the paint stripper on it, I was like, everything else is polished. I might as well just leave this like this for now. Also, we did one final thing over here that we needed to take the hub back off of here to do so. So we took this bolt back off of here, which is for our caliper brace, and we countersunk this, so now the bolt sits a little bit more flush just to make sure that doesn't hit the hub, because before it was kind of a flat surface here and we used a countersink bit to do that. Now we got our caliper, and it's time to finally mount up the wheel again, mount up our brace. So let's get this wheel thrown back together and get everything assembled. We have our full kit here from PM Tuning with the instructions and all the hardware and these pretty anodized pieces to finally assemble on our runner block. I've been excited to put this together because this will make this thing look so much better. We put some anti-seize on our shaft here, slid our hub on there, and now we are using the proper hardware and everything we need for this brace. Before we just mocked it up with the original nut, but now we have this one that goes into the torsion arm itself and this washer here that aligns perfectly with our hub bolt. We slid our caliper on and then we slid our wheel on. We had to get everything tightened up now, and we used some blue Loctite on pretty much everything here just because now we're kind of going for a final mock-up. Next thing we need to do is start assembling everything for our brace now that we got our wheel on. So we tightened all those down using some Loctite and getting everything mounted up. Now for this, you want to make sure you're looking over the instructions because it mentions that you need to possibly shim this if you don't have the proper play in your torsion arm. So we went through and made sure we had all that when we tightened it up. After we got most of that tightened up, it was time to work on the exhaust bracket. For this, we're going to have to loosen it and move it around later, but for now, I just went ahead and tightened it on. We're going to do the last final bits for our motor, putting on the ignition and all this other small bits. But look how great this motor looks now. All the PM Tuning parts shining on here. Everything is brand new. The polished wheels. This thing looks amazing. Slowly but surely, she is coming together. This is kind of the annoying part because everything has to be cleaned before it now is reassembled. As we sit right now, you can tell we have our brake stripped all the way apart. We got our ignition here all cleaned up, ready to be thrown back on as well. And we're working on wire wheeling our actual flywheel itself just because it had a bunch of surface rust all around here. So I'm just gonna kind of wire wheel it and get it to shine up, especially on the connecting points. Probably gonna end up upgrading this later on or getting this lightened. And we got our front master cylinder over here that we're about to get ready to spray paint real quick, so we'll tape a couple more things off. The inside of this was so bad. We spent hours cleaning this thing. Trust me, I do have a lot of plans to upgrade things like that, like the brakes especially. I want to do different masters and I want to do different calipers. All that will be in due time, but right now it just does not make sense. All the tariffs and import fees, you're paying over double the price for everything. A lot of these small parts that just don't make sense to buy right now are going to be put on hold, and we can always come back and add that stuff later on. The important part is getting all the main components and things we don't want to go back and change later. Get all that dialed in, and then things for looks like the brake levers, the rotors, the small little add-on pieces we can always throw on later. Now I'm kind of wishing we painted the calipers black, but I'm not taking our whole back wheel assembly back apart to do that right now. It looks fine, and we want different ones later on anyway. So while we clean some parts and paint everything and let it dry, we are going to be assembling our exhaust, our CVT, and the ignition right now. So let's get all that slapped on real quick. For the ignition, we just had to slide the one wire that goes through our starter through the case here, and the other wires kind of run into the front. We actually used some new hardware on here because before it had the GIS style screws, and I wanted to use some Allen head ones. So we swapped that hardware over just to make it easier on myself in the future and ran everything else we needed to. We tossed our little flywheel key into there, made sure that was seated properly, and then we slid our flywheel on there. It looks so much better after wire brushing this flywheel. All right, we are getting our CVT set up now. We got our stock clutch pulled out, which I've actually heard a lot of good about the stock clutch setup. For now, we have a MOPBOYZ one, but we might go back to the stock one. Who knows? Now I'm just gonna slap it together with the white MOPBOYZ springs that are in here, and we're also running a white torque spring. Surprisingly enough, everybody I've talked to with the runner recommends the softest torque spring for the rear pulley. So I'm gonna re-grease our rear pulley up, start assembling our CVT. Most importantly, we need to make sure we greased up our rear pulleys. We put some MOPBOYZ grease in all the little grooves in there before we put the cap back onto our rear pulley. Once we got that assembled, we worked on the variator and continued on assembling everything we needed to get our CVT pretty much dialed in. We're going to go back and fix all this later and tuning it, but for now we want to make sure that everything is on the motor and kind of get this thing ready for a fire up. We got a brand new MOPBOYZ belt here. Now we're waiting to finish up our kicker cover before we can actually fire this thing up. We have now even got our rear brake dialed in. Master housing, I guess you could say, all painted with some steel. It looks pretty fresh. Kind of clean this up a little bit. We'll do a little bit more deep cleaning on that, but brake line still looked pretty good after we cleaned it up, so we were able to shine up all the brake line. This brake line would cost about $100 to get to America, or about $100 to get made here. I'm gonna have to make the front one, and we'll see what the price is that locally. Everything is looking good in here. Mounted up everything for our CVT for temporary. We still have to get the side case and everything finished and polished before we can fully install all that. Everything over here is looking mighty fine as well. We got one thing to put on still, and that is our exhaust. So got all that cleaned up, everything fits good. Let's get this exhaust on now. I've been waiting for this moment since the second we got a runner. I knew right when we got the runner I was gonna get this 360 pipe because it just looks so sick to me. Every time I've seen a runner with it, it burnt an image in my head and I knew I needed it. So Ryuk supervised as we got our 360 pipe assembled. We used some gasket maker up here in the header on that tube, and we have our exhaust springs. We made sure the clearance was good on our frame down there, and you could see it through this little pinhole in the frame, and it looked perfect. We used some clots cleaner here for our silencer gasket just to make sure we get a good seal on there, because every exhaust I've ever had usually has a little bit of leak through here. So we're using some Honda Bond on both sides of that gasket to try to make sure we get a good seal right off the rip with our silencer. This PM tuning pipe looks so good. We only have one more thing to do, and that is to put the exhaust band on. This one was a little tight. It came with a bunch of spacers here on the band, and we figured out how to make it work using some vice grips here and got it dialed in, and now this thing looks complete. I'm so stoked on the PM tuning pipe. This is the final touch that we really needed, and it looks insane.
MOPBOYZ, MOPBOYZ. When that two-stroke pop, tell me who want to smoke with us. 12 o'clock on your block, this rumor scraping and won't stop. Make these 70s rip, this caster smell like piss. In that balance point can't miss. Get behind me, throttle up and dip. Scooter so damn wet, came out water like a fish. Melosi and Pellini, stay up on me, bitch I'm dipped. Ping, 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 ping. This scooter go.
Well, boys, that is going to do it for the runner video today. We got so much done on this bike. All the suspension in the front end, we got the brake set up now, and the motor is basically complete. This means next time, all we have to do is throw on the gas tank, run some wires, and we should be able to kick this thing over and finally start this thing up. We have a little bit more things to do on the front end with finishing all that up and getting a brake line made, but the rest is right there. It is time to get our plastics painted, and it is time to finish up the runner. I hope you guys are stoked and ready to hear this thing finally fire up next time. If you'd like to support the channel even more than just leaving a like on this video, go down to the description and grab yourself some merch. The drop that's on the website will only be running until the end of the year. So if you want to grab some of that and support the channel in doing so, help build some of this crazy expensive runner build, you can do that in the description down below. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I will see you guys in the next video.